Soviet-Russian Skorpion G. This is how I am going to call it, and this is how many of you guys are going to call it as well, because it is kind of obvious. SU-130PM, upcoming Tier 8 premium Soviet-Russian tank destroyer that plays a lot like Skorpion G, that looks a lot like Skorpion G. Playstyle, I would say, is actually kinda identical to the Skorpion G, with some pros and cons, of course. You win something, you lose something situation over here. So in today's episode, let's have a look what this new beast on the battlefield has to offer. It is a Tier 8 vehicle. We all know how much Tier 8 matchmaking sucks at the moment, but it is a Tier 8 premium tank destroyer. Usually tank destroyers have the gun to fight versus Tier 10s quite easily. So at first, while you are enjoying some gameplay action on the background, so you are not going to be bored with all those numbers, let's talk about this vehicle a bit. Let's see what it has to offer on paper and how it compares to the Skorpion G. And after that, let's play one live battle together, because this is the main reason you are here. You would like to see it in action, you would like to see how it performs in actual battle. And let's try to figure out if it is worth to buy. Although if I already said it plays a lot like Skorpion G, then you already know the answer. But let's jump into the action.
What is say? Let's go rush B. Rush B. No stop.
So SU-130PM compared to the Skorpion G. And I believe Skorpion G is the only valid vehicle that this vehicle compares to, because there is no reason to compare it to the ISU-130. They are two completely different tanks. Yes, both are Tier 8 premium Soviet-Russian tank destroyers, but they cannot be any different. So Skorpion G and SU-130PM, both are fully upgraded, no equipment, 100% crew and all crew skills. And no boosters, no equipment, and no boosting consumables. So let's actually remove this one as well, just in case. Camo is activated on both, as you can see. And let's go. So firepower, average damage 490 versus 520. SU-130PM wins. A standard shell penetration 246 versus 243. Skorpion G wins over here. Premium shell penetration is 311 on APCR on Skorpion G, with APCR on Skorpion G, and 320 on SU-130PM with heat. But I would say better premium ammunition goes towards Skorpion G, because APCR is much faster and APCR is much better ammunition choice in many cases, especially versus spaced armor and stuff like that. Even though SU has 10 extra millimeters of penetration, I would say APCR is a bit better ammunition. So penetration, values, ammunition types goes straight to Skorpion G. Rate of fire, Skorpion G wins. Skorpion G fires a bit faster because it has 30 less alpha damage. Reload time, stock reload time 11.94 seconds compared to the 12.75 seconds, but you can easily get it down to 10 point something seconds. Gun traverse speed, in this case it is also turret traverse speed, because this entire turret is called gun system, and it is 28 degrees per second compared to the 32 degrees per second. SU-130PM wins over here, but it actually doesn't, because gun traverse limits on Skorpion G. We have fully rotatable gun system. On SU-130PM, 77.5 to the left, 77.5 to the right. It is not even 90 degrees to the left and to the right, as on FE4005, for example. So that alone is going to put SU-130PM into huge disadvantage overall versus Skorpion G, in my opinion. Aiming time 1.97 seconds compared to the 2.16 seconds. I guess it is because of the alpha damage. Once again, accuracy is actually quite a significant difference. 0.28 versus 0.33. And DPM goes to the Skorpion G as well. Slightly, just slightly better DPM. It is so minor you are not going to notice it, not one bit. 15 DPM points difference. In some battles, SU-130PM with higher alpha damage is better. In some battles, Skorpion G is better with a bit faster rate of fire. Usually you are not able to use your rate of fire to the max anyway, in like 75% of the cases, in 75% of the matches. So higher alpha damage usually means a bit more. but the overall firepower, gun handling goes straight to the Skorpion G. It has better penetration, better premium ammunition, faster rate of fire, so I would actually say firepower goes to the Skorpion G, even though SU-130PM has a bit better alpha damage, which is really juicy on a tier 8 premium tank destroyer. Every single bit of damage means credits. Gun depression angles, I didn't talk about that. Minus 7 degrees of gun depression, 14 degrees of gun elevation versus 7 degrees of gun depression and 37 degrees of gun elevation. Now, where are you going with that gun elevation? I have no idea. Survivability, roughly, we can say is exactly the same. Armor has no value whatsoever, and Skorpion G has 50 more hit points. Now, mobility. SU-130PM is a lot lighter tank. 14.23 tons lighter vehicle. 400 horsepower engine compared to the 650. Specific power to weight ratio is almost the same, 16.67 compared to the 17. But top speed value, 5 extra kilometers per hour top speed, 65 compared to the 60, and it has a bit better hull traverse speed, 42.67 versus 35.56. Actually a lot better hull traverse speed. Concealment, holy balls. Do you actually have concealment and camo checked? Yes, I do. And over here, exactly the same values. Camo skills, yes, exactly the same. Everything is exactly the same, but look at this, guys. 39.43. And after firing, 6.03. Which is almost double as good as on Skorpion G. So you can stay hidden in this little bastard. That good of a concealment means a lot, means a ton. View range 388 compared to the 387, so we can say view range is exactly the same. So the firepower goes to the Skorpion G, I would say, mainly because of that counterverse limit. Yeah. Fully rotatable gun system versus not so fully, not even 90 degrees rotatable. Survivability to Skorpion G, mobility to SU-130PM, and camo. Wow, this is going to make the difference. One guy can outspot Skorpion G. Skorpion G cannot outspot SU-130PM. And if it is matter of one-shotting, matter of like 500 HP on both vehicles, SU-130PM is going to win. Now, if you boost it to the max with my equipment loadout, for example, large caliber tank on rammer, enhanced gun laying drive, because we are not able to use anything else I want to use over here. Go to the optics as well. You can also use Camonet, but I decided to go for a bit faster aiming time, because the less you have to aim, the less time you have to expose yourself, for example, if you're picking any reach lines. And I'm also using food, fully boosted crew, because this is a test account it came with that crew. Every single vehicle is with that crew, actually. So my stats are going to look like this. Reload time 10.99 seconds, accuracy 0.31, aiming time 1.88 seconds, DPM close to 3000, 2800. Mobility 45 degrees per second, hull traverse speed, not bad. This is actually not bad. Concealment 40.99, and view range, come on, scroll down, why? Okay, 446, so over 445 meters, which is what I was looking for. SU-130PM on paper, Soviet-Russian Skorpion G. And our battle is going to be played on mountain pass, no artillery, which is nice, and 5-10 matchmaking versus tier 9s. I like it, I actually like it. So using my mobility, let's try to get into the first position, which is H4, of course, H3, H4, and 53 DP is kind of fast. Really hard to overtake that guy. But oh well. Now my camo should be super good enough to avoid getting spotted by a badge at 12T. Although depends on how aggressive he continues to be. LT 432 is going to teach him a little lesson. Nice, nice, nice. And so this gives me good enough window to get into my position without getting wrecked, without getting spotted, what not. Now, is D-34-3 also going to cross it? Yes, he is. So let's pre-aim and let's miss it. Let's miss it. Ah, goddamn, I forgot to shout Russia, of course. It was completely my bad. It was like I missed that shot. It was completely my bad. Okay, autoloaders are unloading on Badger 12T, and once again, I didn't shout Russia. Please, please track that Tiger 2. Please, 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 someone. And so much damage. So many damage opportunities missed. But it really doesn't feel like 0.30 freaking 1 accuracy. Finally, 577. Beautiful high roll as well. And you see those 577 rolls. It can actually roll over 600 with a tier 8 premium tank. It feels something special. It feels good. Now standard P. I really do not want to do any peeking myself. Although I am going to do it if I have to. Like now. 531. High roll once again. And I do not have to worry about artilleries because we do not have one over here. IS-6, 53 DP most likely is going to side scope. Yes. 486. Nice, nice, nice. D-30. D-30 is also over here. What kind of gun is D-30 using? Is that the top gun or not? I'm not sure. It should not be spotted, right? Something else is rolling up. We have team killing ISM. Not good. Stock 53 DP. Managed to sneak that shot in. Nice. And okay, beautiful. Beautiful, and I feel like we have to go back. Yep, we're pushing forward with good enough forces. I would say so. I am heading back. So here, let me show you that maximum counterverse limit. This is the maximum 77.5 degrees to the left side. Gun depression, -7 degrees. Gun elevation is like AA gun elevation, I would say. Like mini anti-air gun elevation. Am I fast enough to get up the hill? Where should I go? Where should I be? I think I'm going to risk it. I try to get up the hill. Maybe we're able to do some base defending over there. Type 5 is doing good job staying alive. Is ML2 going after him? Or what are they doing? Now Type 5 has some more support with me. Defender is coming up. I want to get like some kind of a juicy angle. Let's see if I'm able to climb up from here somehow. Can I see them? Nope. Like this would be really awesome position. Oh, I can see Yak Tiger 8.8. Did I get spotted? No, it didn't. Oh, this is really good position to defend from. Come on. Drax! Yak Tiger 8.8 has good enough TPM to hurt me a lot, but goddamn, that previous tracking, simply tracking, was kinda painful to see, kinda painful to watch. Are they able to spot me through those bushes as well? No, they are not. And I missed! Come on, gun! This gun really doesn't know how to behave. Like, not one bit. The uptaker is backing up. Killing blow, love it. But seriously, gun, start behaving. 525 high rolls. The kind of rolls we want to see. Not good enough angle. T44 drop down like a mouse. You know what? Let's do something crazy, guys. Let's try to do something crazy. Hello. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. No, 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 no. I didn't have enough contemplation. Oh boy, that ending, and a little ace tanker as well on the top of everything. So second per damage done, close to 4k damage, 3 kills, 1287 raw experience. And without using my equipment or consumables, because on my main account I am buying them with minus 10,000 credits and I have them stacked up, I would have made 85,000 credits profit. SU-130PM, I believe it was good enough battle to show off this vehicle. Sometimes accuracy is still derpy if you are not going to shout Russia on paper, 0.31, but if you are not fully aiming in, you really need to shout Russia. I missed many shots. Mobility, you were able to see mobility, you were able to see some climbing, you were able to see camo, you were able to see everything from that single battle. And I think it is good enough to describe this vehicle. What I think about it compared to the Skorpion G. I think I'm going to make one dedicated Skorpion G versus SU-130PM episode as well. But for me, after playing around 10 to 15 battles with it, I have to say Skorpion G feels to be better overall vehicle. What is the maximum roll actually with this ammunition? 650. The fact that we are able to see 650 rolls is super tasty, but still I have to say Skorpion G feels to be a bit better all around tank destroyer, tier 8 premium tank destroyer in this game. But it is not bad. It is going to make you a lot of credits. You can snipe with it, you can play passively, you can play aggressively, you can do many great things in SU-130PM. It is really good tier 8 premium tank destroyer. So my 2 cents about SU-130PM. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was informative. I thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all. Stay awesome, take care, and bye.